Hello, my dear friends. Let's do a sassy little multi-chrome blue eye look. I'm using clean canvas right now. I've lost Sheila. I think I'm sitting on Sheila. I'm gonna wipe my brush off. And then look at this. We're already gonna hop into, I'll just put it here. Blue eyeshadow base. Oh, this is gonna be sassy. Put on your makeup seatbelts. I'm very excited for this look. I'm gonna just let this go so you can watch it blend into clean canvas. Now, I'm filming this on a Sunday and I'm posting it tomorrow, Monday. And hopefully we still have power. I live in Texas and we're having one of those freezes. The last one we had in 2021, which most of you probably know. We lost power here for a very long time. I think it was a week. I think it was a week and a couple days where I was living at the time. So hopefully I will still have power when I try to post this. Or I hope I still have power while I'm filming this so I can film it in light. This color, y'all. I have it on this one too. I have to be stopped. It's just so luscious and delicious. I think that's the wrong brush. Let's start with this shade. And I'm gonna start with a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna start to press this. We'll do a neutral as a transition here in a second. But let's just get a little bit of depth here with the blue. I know that the color that I just swatched and showed you is going to really pair nicely with this color. So let's just get that on. Wow, that's nice and pigmented, my friends. And then, yeah, this is gonna be perfect. I wanna use just a little bit of this color and then maybe a whisper of this one. And whenever you wanna mix colors, this is a really good tip. Use a fluffier brush like I'm using right now. By the way, I'm just using the E29. I think I'll just use it for this entire look. Tap, tap. Oh, I hear Douglas's toenails. He's gonna want in. More of that same shade. Build it up. And if you ever feel like you get too much, I have Sheila in my lap in case you're like, what are you even doing? Sheila, okay? And then we'll use the tip of the bristles just to kind of soften and bring it over this way and over this way. I think I'll take just a little bit on the tip of the brush and just brighten here as well. Now, this is gonna get cleaned up. This isn't over here in a little while, but it kind of gives me a guideline to what I'm doing, where this is going. I like where we're headed. I want just a whisper of a warm brown, and I normally don't palette hop unless I'm doing a more wild look, which is usually on Feral Monday. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this warmth. And the fluffy brush is important here, that way we don't pack on too much all at once. But I'm already frosty enough over here in Texas. Needed to warm this up just a little bit. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. And you could have even used your bronzer, but I do like this particular color a lot from this palette, and I love these palettes. Okay, we need to brighten up the lid a little bit more and make it a little bit more tacky, but I don't want to add too much, so I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I'm sparkly. I was testing out some stuff. Don't even know what's going on over here. Actually, yes, that's MAC Costa Riche. I was just looking. I was just thinking about it. Ooh, brighten that up. Get ready for our sparkle. We must whisper as not to spook the sparkle. That's already so pretty, just like that to me. Let's get into this sassy little number. I'm gonna grab it on the side of the brush. Now, if you're feeling confident in your skills, which most of you should because we're all in this together and I'm here to help, you could take a fluffier brush and you can definitely use it to, oh, that looks like a filter. You can use the side to kind of push it into the base and drag this along, and then it's gonna make it really, that doesn't even look real. That's magical. I love it so much. I think I wanna melt the edges and kind of have this be really ethereal and kind of melt into my skin. like it's just on there. It's just natural. Nothing says natural quite like this blue multi-chrome. Okay, I want it to just look like I woke up like this. I'm just being sassy. But instead of doing a really sharp edge, my cellar water and the same brush, the E29, and we'll melt it in. Maybe some of that. I feel like y'all understand me at this point. I've been wanting to use this liner anyways. What is this shade before we get to winging? Personal preference. These are some of my favorite gel liners. And just do a little sassy, sloppy job, okay? I definitely want to wing. All right, you got that on? E27. I'm gonna grab this shade, and then we'll just pop that right on top. That's why I was saying, I don't know what's going on in there. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. I'm gonna take a whisper of that dark navy and just push it right at the lash line. And then I want to keep this all blurred. I'm not even going to sharpen that. Okay, I did a little actual eyeshadowing. I'm going to take this color and just kind of stamp it here. But what I don't want to do is I naturally have whatever this is. We don't even know anymore. I don't know. I've had it for a long, long time. I feel like I didn't notice it until I got these HD cameras. I even had it when I was younger. So what I'm going to do is take, remember that really bright kind of bisque white situation? I'm going to take that and kind of disguise that line. But I like the definition here, and you can see it's kind of creating a different eye shape. There we go. I'm going to stamp a little bit more there. Definitely need to color correct my cheeks. It is really cold here, and I've been outside, and I was sneezing, so red face. I blame allergies and the cold. So I'm going to do quite a bit of my typology corrector today, but I'm going to diffuse it with the D2 using the fluffier side. And this is a fun tip, especially if you're doing a red corrector. There should still be, if you have redness and you're doing a green corrector, Lord have mercy, my first day. Do you notice how, yes, there's a green tint, but it does, once it starts to correct, it kind of tries its best to look a little bit like my skin. That means we have a really good shade of corrector for our skin tone. Doing a different lash today. I've worn these once before. This is Milk Cosmetics lashes. The style is 𝗕𝗄𝑆𝗬. And I just put on some clear duo line it lash it. And I find that just, that one you can brush on your actual lash line, and it's a lot easier for me right now in this stage of my makeup journey. Okay, I'll adjust them while I get closer to the mirror. For this look, I definitely want the E29 and that foundation that's still on the back of my hand. Melty, melty. Singing is not required. That's just actually what goes on in my head. I am at my most fair. I don't think I've been this fair in years. I'm okay with it. I'm really okay with that. But I am now 2C. I'm usually 3C. I am 2C in my Givenchy Glow Serum. That's a good match. Scrumptious. This is, I'm too excited, my favorite high-end foundation. If we're talking high-end out of Dior, Chanel, all of them, this one is my jam. I thought we could walk through blush and bronzer and getting it really smooth and even. Now, depending on your skin tone, I'm actually going to use a pink corrector. I do have one that's lighter than this. I think I just did a whole video on pink correctors as transitions. But if you have a darker skin tone than me, this, and then there are darker pinks, you could even use a darker blush. But all I'm going to do, I don't have bronzer on, I don't have concealer on, I don't have blush on. I'm going to start my blush transition with a little bit of pink corrector. This is not necessary, but it's fun. Let's go ahead and blend this out. We're gonna come back to concealer later, but I find that starting with the blush transition and then the blush and then the bronzer. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm excited. This is gonna be so much fun. And then if you're thinking, wow, that's super, super light, it's gonna be okay because we're still gonna add concealer to the mix. Now for this look, I don't want you to feel that this is the only shade of blush out there. Use your favorite blush. It can even be a powder blush. I can do another video on using the powders, but I wanted to use this shade because it does go with my eye look really, really beautifully. And I'm gonna grab this brush, and this brush is gonna be back soon. This is our D1, back in stock soon. Transition that into the other shade that's on my face. This is actually one of my favorite bronzers, and I've had it for a while. I do have a dent in it, but I feel like it's gonna last me forever. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. I feel like I'm so fair right now. This one usually works for me. I might need to add a little bit of red to it, but I would do that with powder. We'll get there. And again, I'm overcomplicating, but you can make this as easy or as complicated as you like. The idea is transitions. Remember, light, lighter into the blush, the more depth of the blush, and then it transitions into that bronzer. And that is when things look super, super smooth. I always say that makeup is best in transitions. And even here, I'm not contouring because the bronzer's too warm. Most of you know that, and I love that. But what I am doing is just adding kind of flow and warmth to the face. And then sometimes I even take the bronzer just down the center of my neck and onto my chest. Now this isn't something I always do to the bronzer, but I do when I'm in my more fair color, is I'll add a little bit of this Toasted Sky shade. Look at that already. Just a little bit of that extra red. I call this bronzer toasting. It sounds silly and gimmicky, but it's not. Especially if you have a fair to light to even light medium skin tone. Right now I have a light skin tone, usually light medium. Sometimes when I'm really out in the sun, I can get right, that's me, that's right, a kiss to medium. But I've only done that a couple times. And I just wanna gently reiterate that everything I'm doing here works with whatever color you choose, your skin tone. Just you're using what you have. It's just more about the technique, less about the colors. You warm up my nose. Where's my bronzer toasting? Oh, too much. Wipe off my brush. Then go back. Then I add my concealer. Melty, melty. And like I said, I think I mentioned it earlier, sometimes my internal thoughts, I forget to put them out, but we are going to take it over that first pink corrector. It's still gonna brighten. You can see there's a beautiful brightening effect to it, but it's not quite as bright. And then look at how seamless. And then we add powder. Let me get blended and we'll add powder. Now we set with powder. And again, I don't want you to feel that you need everything I just used here to get this, or that it only works with lavender blush. I just happened to do a more lavendery look today that I wanted that. So I don't want you to feel that you need anything that I showed. Okay. Now look at that transition. But I still have one more tip for you, okay? If I take, this is a very brightening powder. If I take this powder on a puff, I could dull and turn all of this gray. I'm gonna have to make my own waterline color. This is technically not eye safe. Well, this is absolutely eye safe. This is for your waterline, but me packing shadow on top of this, technically not going to be eye safe. I wanna use this color. I'm grabbing it on the side of the brush, grabbing the C31 again, and then I'm going to start to pack that on top of the white. Switch to a fluffier brush. Pick up less, and then you can set the rest of the blush and bronzer. Setting that transition isn't going to be a big deal. With the puff, we want that, but for everything else, we would want a fluffier application. Or bonus tip, not necessary, you could take your powder bronzer, boop, boop, and you can set your cream bronzer, and you're definitely not going to get gray. And anytime you can add just a little bit more dimension to makeup, it likes that. It really does. And then I think 𝗕𝗿𝗂𝗧𝗬 underneath here will be pretty. That kind of red brown. Smudge that with the E27. This shade on our inner corner. Yep. I'm a fish. When it comes to shadow, I just can't leave well enough alone, but I did switch to the fluffier brush. And let's do this kind of ghostly see-through blue up here. Now this year I wanted to be a little bit more adventurous, and for a long time, and disclaimer, I don't use things usually, except for on Mondays, that aren't intended for my lips. I don't use them on my lips or around my eye like I just showed you, but I wanted to get a little bit more adventurous this year, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the blush. It's just, as long as I'm telling you some things aren't lip safe and some things aren't eye safe, as long as I'm telling you that as I'm using it, I think we're gonna be okay. Just be mindful. I see people do it all the time and they don't even mention disclaimer. There's no negativity towards them, but I feel like it's my job to tell you that because I love you so much. And I'll line it with Sephora Collection Frappuccino. I love this lip liner, by the way. Look at this. Look at it. This is fun. I love J.Cat Beauty. These are their Space Blast Iridescent Lip Glosses, shade Champagne Supernova. And now my lips match my eyes. Oh, did you think we were done? No. This is the new Kosas highlighter. I'm actually so happy they did this blue. I do want a pink one, Kosas. Give me a pink one too. That is so pretty. I do want you to know that if you use a denser brush, you could get it more intense, but I kind of like that nice pretty blue glaze. I feel like that's good for this look. That's good for now. You know I want to just roll around in it, but that's nice. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. Now I am going to be in New York next week. I have some meetings, a podcast, but I definitely have things filmed and ready to go. And I'm pretty sure I'll have a little bit of time to hang out with all of you. I love you so much. I love you with all of my heart. It means the world to me that you watch these long tutorials and that we have each other and we kind of bond through makeup. And this is our safe, happy, calm place. So thank you for being here with me and making this an even more just wonderful place to be on the internet. I love you with all my heart. I mean that so much. Until the next tutorial, bye for now.